Welcome, everyone, and what a game we have for you tonight as we get set to bring you NBA action on 2K Sports. I'm Kevin Harlan here with Clark Kellogg, Greg Anthony, and our sideline reporter, the Hall of Famer David Aldridge. Tonight with us as well, the Book of Basketball author, Bill Simmons. Bill, great to see you.
It's great to be here. Nobody is more impressed than my 11-year-old son, who can't believe that he's playing a video game and gets to hear my voice when he hears my voice just yelling at him normally. Now he gets to hear me break down basketball.
But it's kind of fun, isn't it?
Yeah,
he likes it.
Yeah.
DA, take it away.
Well, some say Jrue Holiday is the best defender in the league that no one talks about. He said, "I don't need any accolades. I don't like being famous. But for guys to remember how I play defense on them, that respect, that's the only accolade I want. It's fun for me, playing myself to total exhaustion." Kevin?
What a great attitude. He is a monster on defense. David, thank you. The Rockets perpetually knocking on the door. At what point, though, Bill, do you think their window will close?
I think that point happened in May of 2019. I think they had 2 years to win the title where everything was lined up for them. 2018, they're up 3-2 against the Warriors. The Warriors are tired. They seem like they're fading. They can't close. I think the key for them is the difference between being a regular season team and a playoff team. They're a great regular season team, but the playoffs every year become more and more complicated, smarter, more. You got to come up with a plan C, a plan D, a plan E as the series goes along. And their plan A is kind of what they ride with. They get tight, the crowd gets tight, things slow down. What's your plan B? And they haven't been able to figure that out.
And the starting lineup for the Pelicans, Ball and Holiday combine at the guard spots. J.J. Redick is out there with Brandon Ingram, and it's Favors in at the 5 spot. And for Houston, Westbrook and Harden, the dynamite pair. They're the backcourt. Tucker and Capella are up front, and it's House in at the 3 spot. Westbrook with the bucket.
Whether he's attacking the basket or squaring up from long range, Westbrook is always dangerous.
And, Bill, much of what P.J. Tucker brings to the table doesn't show up in the statistical sheet.
Yeah, he's a playoff guy. If I was a GM, and maybe someday some
smart team would hire him.
Or some dumb billionaire, one of the two. But I would just always want to gravitate to the playoff guys, the guys that, you know, in a series can raise the level, can play physical, can kind of move depending on the styles. And he's one of those guys. Like, they used him as a small ball center against the Warriors, which isn't normally what he does, but they just want to have him out there. He can fit in basically 3 different positions. He can guard just about anybody. He was guarding Steph Curry. He was guarding Durant.
50-50 balls. I mean, he's all over the floor.
Chip on his shoulder. And like the classic guy who fell in the draft because he was 1.5 inches too short, which over and over again we keep making this mistake. The guy, he's not 6'9", he's 6'7", or he's 6'6". Well, we shouldn't take him. And then you end up with Montrezl Harrell and P.J. Tucker and all these guys.
Free throw good from Jrue Holiday. And at one point, seems like ISO basketball was falling out of favor, Bill, but the Rockets have made a cornerstone of their success that very thing.
True. For the regular season. And
right,
for the
and then it changes,
rounds.
doesn't it? Right?
Yeah, I do wonder if it's like the run and shoot with football, where it's this.
You don't trust it, maybe? You don't trust it?
Yeah, it's for the regular season. You're playing a team once. They don't have time to scout it for a bunch of weeks, but you know, when you get to the playoffs and you're playing the same team 7 times.
Scouting gets better.
Yeah, and players, you just played it 2 nights ago. You did play it against the same offense. You pick up little tricks. And I really wonder if you can win 4 straight rounds doing it.
And we're about 1.5 minutes into the first quarter. Inside, here's Redick and blocked. That one goes careening off the glass.
Really just struggling here in the first few minutes. 5 attempts with only 1 falling.
Yeah, that barrel-chestedness of Harden, so much strength and body control. It's hard to stop him from scoring.
Now here's Ingram. He's coming off a 25-point game against Dallas.
And he also made his presence felt on the defensive side as well. 3 block shots were registered in that game.
So here's Westbrook. Brandon Ingram picking up that last bucket. For the three. Offensive rebound.
Well, I tell you what, Clint Capella does a really good job of playing with such energy and effort, particularly on the glass, and because of that, he can hurt you on the boards.
Here is Favors. He's coming off a 16-point game against Dallas. Holiday attacking. Rebounded by Capella.
Well, not really his best quarter as far as scoring. Let's see if he can eventually get back on track.
Go for quite a while. You've been a holder of Clippers season tickets. I've seen you there myself.
Yeah.
I know you love the game and love just to watch as a fan and sometimes take off your professional hat. How much have you enjoyed watching them compete and in a lot of cases out-compete the Lakers over the last couple of years?
It's funny, this last Clippers team was by far the most fun of all those teams. They were successful with Chris Paul and Blake and DeAndre in that era, but those teams weren't that much fun to watch. This last year's Clipper team, people just love them and were really, really invested in them, and that's why I could see them really knocking the Lakers out of there a little bit. The Lakers still have the DNA, they have the generations, but at some point, it's going to flip.
If not already.
The people haven't decided yet that they're Laker fans. You got to get like the 8-year-olds.
Yes.
That's who you have to get, and then they grow up and they become Clipper fans, so maybe that's happening.
And both free throws good for James Harden.
Already a very confident player. Knocking down those free throws only fuels that.
Harden against Holiday. Shot from 12. And that's good for 2. Holiday's got his second bucket of the night. Bill, you look at the awards given out by the league. Most have been around for a while. But is there any award that you'd like to add? Something that's not being touched on in terms of high performance and success?
I think that there should be a playoff MVP. I made this case in my book.
That's a great idea.
There's always like a best guy in every postseason, and I would like to see who that would be. And it's pretty easy to go backwards and figure out who it was. I did that. Just go backwards and have all the backstory of who it should have been, but then going forward, now here are the ones we're adding. I would like to see that. I would also like to see a best bench celebration award, because certain teams just have these guys. They're good at pointing, they're good at fist pumping, first guy during the timeout running over,
chest bumps,
they have handshakes,
all of it. Yeah,
they're waiting at the scorer's table before the game to do the special handshake with each guy. I feel like that guy deserves some shine. Last year, DeAndre Jordan, I think, was one of the first guys I remember who was just great at this before he started playing. Late 2000s Clips. I was like, man, this guy's really, he's not playing, but he's really
into
figuring
it.
out how to affect the game.
Good. I like that. Here's Westbrook. Holiday with the block. And he gets it back. And it's out of bounds to the Pelicans. Let's give a look now at the 2K leaderboard to see who led the league in assists last year. Russell Westbrook, #1. And, of course, Drew Holiday.
And really two terrific distributors. I mean, the first thing you look for in a teammate is the ability to get you the ball, and they both have that down to a T.
Looking at who's out there now for the Rockets. Tyson Chandler. He's checked in for Clint Capella. Cephalosha comes in for P.J. Tucker. McLemore's checked in for James Harden. And it's Austin Rivers in for Russell Westbrook. Outside Gordon. That's tipped. And a fast break now for the Pelicans. Throws down the breakaway jam.
You know, Hart's so good at jumping into the passing lanes, taking risks at the right time, and coming up with steals.
And, Bill, when it comes to NBA awards, some people have said voter fatigue is a factor. Would you agree with that?
No, I actually think NBA awards are in the best shape they've been in because people are afraid to screw up. You know, that with the internet and the accountability we have now.
Accountability, exactly.
And
There's nothing anonymous about it. I mean,
No. Yeah. And we have really good numbers and metrics now. And I actually think we make the right decisions with this stuff most of the time now. I didn't really see any egregious stuff last year other than the one person who voted Dwayne Wade for second team All-NBA.
You get a vote, don't you?
I do, and I take it really seriously.
I do too.
Yeah.
I feel the same way. And
I really care
Our name
about
is
it.
attached to it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I also, like, when I wrote my book, I really relied on the All-NBA stuff. Like, they're a snapshot of what happened that season.
Good point.
And Gordon doing a nice job measuring these inside shots well. I mean, has a solid, quick release pretty much from anywhere on the floor.
And he's got his first chance at the line here.
One shot.
And Gordon, no good on that one.
Really appreciate the all-around game of Gordon. He's an underrated defender, but a dynamic scorer.
Here's Hart, covered by Cephalosha. Chandler with the block. It's Rivers on the wing. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
Here's Hart, defended by Gordon. Hart, no good. Rockets leading by 3. Up top, Rivers. Passes it to McLemore. And again, the Rockets good for 2.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
Well, I'm going to credit the screen. I mean, that's a good, strong pick he lays there.
Oh, and here comes Rivers all alone. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
And you know what? You allow a guy to get right to the rim like that, that's your only option.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, free throws are always better than a layup, so I'd agree with you there, Greg.
The Rockets shooting their 4th and 5th shots at the foul line in the game.
Yeah, and 79% from the line as a team a season ago. Pretty reliable in that regard.
Shooting 2.
And he makes the first. That one misses. Pelicans trail by 6. Williams attacking. No good, unable to end this run.
I think he'll think twice about attempting that shot next time. The defense was right on top of him there.
McLemore cans the shot from the wing. McLemore's got his 2nd basket.
Nice play, and you can see they're gathering momentum.
And, you know, they need to stay aggressive here. Build the lead up while they've got the chance. Don't waste this opportunity.
And that does it for the first quarter. Rockets lead by 8. We'll be back shortly, live from Houston, Texas. Now a chance to hear shooting guard Eric Gordon talk about their key to winning.
It's all about not making mistakes, getting rebounds, and getting good stuff to really push the pace up. And I think when we do that, we always are at our best.
And Greg, nowadays it's all about pushing the pace.
And it's an offensive-oriented league now. When you execute and really look to attack, it puts the opposition on their heels.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter in this one. And when you consider how the Rockets are doing, guys, what are your thoughts?
What we saw in that first quarter, they won their matchups defensively.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, you look at the energy, the effort defensively. They put it all out there in that opening quarter.
And a moment now to reset the lineups, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up for the 2nd quarter of basketball. Setting the 4 now for the Pelicans. We've got Williams, Okafor out there with Hart, and it's Alexander Walker in at the point guard position. Here's McLemore. That shot, no good. Excellent D there from Okafor. Pass to Hart. Quarter number 2. We're about a minute in. And it's Okafor missing.
That's exactly the look they wanted, guys. Right guy, right play, wrong result.
And from everything we're hearing, Bill, the draft's one and done aspect may be coming to an end. Like it?
for me, the G League is the key to all of this. I would like to see the guys come right out of high school and go into the G League and have an actual infrastructure that's attached to the real team.
And the G League is having an effect on the NBA. There are a lot of former guys from that league playing in the big league.
And the other thing is, like, sports rights are becoming more and more valuable with the streaming services and just the fact that you can watch a game anywhere you are. You can watch it on your phone. You can watch it if you're in China. You can watch it if you're in Hawaii. And I think the G League should be a bigger thing. So if they can figure out a way to kind of steal college basketball's corner with some of this stuff while also preparing these guys. The one and done, that makes no sense to me. I don't understand what anyone gains from going to college for 5 months and then pretend they're a college student.
Houston making some changes. Clint Capella, he's checked in for Chandler. P.J. Tucker comes in for Cephalosha. And Daniel House subbed in for Ben McLemore. And the Pelicans also making a change. Ejuan Moore, he's checked in for Kenrich Williams. Pelicans trail by 8. And Bill, over a quarter of today's NBA players were born in a country other than the United States. The talent is that broad all over the globe.
And Giannis was born on another planet. We don't know what planet
He is
was.
otherworldly.
It wasn't Earth. I think he just got dropped from some satellite. Yeah, this all starts with.
I love it too, don't you? I love the fact we've got players from Latvia and Greece and all over the place.
What's cool about it is they all kind of have distinct identities and quirks, and one of the things that makes somebody like Doncic so much fun to watch is he's not like anybody else. Like, he's close to James Harden, but he's also that step back three that he was taking that he's been making his whole life. Other than Harden, nobody was even really shooting it that way, you know? And I think there's an unselfishness with the European guys that is really useful for the way the American style.
100% agree.
They really, guys move without the ball. It's give and go, and it's not just like clear out, I'm up.
Yeah. James Harden, he's checked in for Houston. Russell Westbrook comes in for Austin Rivers. Both free throws good from Okafor.
Tell you, when it comes to low post scoring, Okafor is a legitimate beast inside. A player with a lot of upside.
Here's Harden. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here.
All right, a chance to check out stats for Harden. Coming off a terrific season. First in scoring, second in steals, and he ranked in the top 10 in assists. An incredible knack for drawing defenders and finding the open man.
And his unmatchable instincts for scoring the basketball. That's what made him #1 last year. You can't stop him, and you can't even really contain him.
Well, I tell you, it's a treat watching Harden play. I mean, he's so fluid in his shooting form, but he's also sensational driving inside and a capable passer as well. This guy's got it all.
Derek Favors checked in for Okafor. And both free throws good for James Harden. And so Holiday will bring it up for the Pelicans. 8-point game. They come into this one following the loss to the Mavericks.
Yeah, I mean, they had their chances, competed deep into that game, but had a few lulls there that just kind of took them down.
And, you know, those are the kind of games that sting and that bad taste lingers. Knowing you were in it, but not coming through down the stretch, those are hard to get over sometimes.
Westbrook dishes to Tucker, and it's good for 2. Tucker's got the lead up to 10 now for Houston.
Using that strong upper body, Tucker can definitely play through contact.
Holiday against Westbrook, and it's Moore penetrating. Here is House. He is still scoreless so far in this one. Fires the 3, and Harden gets it to go in on the assist by House. And the Rockets lead by 13. And guys, what do you think about the hustle stance for Houston?
You know, they've done a great job of getting a hand up on shooters. Actually have gotten a lot of blocks as well, solidifying that defensive effort.
And the other thing that's been equally as effective is the fact that they've gotten out on the fast break. A lot of points coming in transition.
Tucker, the shot that time, not on target. Some solid defense from Ingram. Moore outside. The dish to Favors. New Orleans moving the ball around. Holiday, the pass to Redick. And the Pelicans miss again.
Boy, he's got to be disappointed in the result there. I mean, the defender really didn't make any impact at all.
And here's Westbrook from the arc, and no good. Now New Orleans will take it the other way. And Holiday has it in the corner. And no good. The dry spell continuing for him. Lob pass to Capella. And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Westbrook. Here's what the Houston Rockets schedule looks like. On Monday, they'll be matching up with Chris Paul and the Oklahoma City Thunder. And then on Wednesday, they'll go up against Bradley Beal and the Washington Wizards. Pelicans trail by 13. Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
Back to Favors. The baseline J. And the rebound goes to the Rockets. This game coming after a loss against the Bucks.
Yeah, and you hate to lose the kind of game where it just seems like it gets away from you. They played good basketball for most of it, but then just collapsed and opened that door for the comeback.
And always as enlightening as you're going to find. Bill, thank you so much for your insights. Always appreciate you joining us. I hope you come back.
I don't want to leave. Why do I have to go? Can I just stay here for the
I'm
rest
reading
of the
this
game?
note, and the note says,
No, I
thank
want to
Bill.
go. I'm not leaving.
Hope he comes
No,
back.
I'm staying.
Okay. And Clark, you know what? Bill will always give you a great point of view.
And you know what? I think he needs his own barbershop talk show, Kevin. I mean, he's done everything else in media. Go barbershop on him, Bill.
And first time out of the game called for New Orleans.
Well, you knew after the Paul George trade that the Thunder would look to sell on Westbrook as well. Just part of the rebuild at this point. His agent did well to get him to a team looking to compete. A great fit for a player in this stage of Russ's career.
And the Rockets making a change here. Gordon's checked in. Frank Jackson, he's checked in for New Orleans. Ball comes in for Drew Holiday. And Capella sends it back.
Over a 7'4" wingspan for Clint Capella. That's long, folks, and makes him an intimidating shot blocker.
Down low, here's Tucker, and he jams it with authority.
Talk about execution on the offensive end. They're leaving nothing on the table right now.
Yep, they're starting to stretch this lead out. Too much offense to keep pace with.
Here's Harden, and the jam by Harden.
Now, you can't sleep on this guy's finishing ability. He loves getting room to throw it down on you, and he'll put you in a poster if you let him.
Gordon against Redick. From deep. No good on the last second attempt there. And so it's Houston controlling the game and finishing the quarter with a 20-point lead. They have made it very tough to get a shot off against them. Their defense has been stifling. And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Thank you, Kevin. Here with Coach Alvin Gentry. And Coach, you guys struggled in the first half. What will be your message to your team to try and turn it around?
Well, I think the big thing was that I thought we were getting good shots. We just weren't knocking them in. And then I thought we had to play a little faster. I thought we had to pick up the pace of the game. We did, and we started making a few shots.
We'll see who wins that pace-space battle in the second half. Thanks, Coach. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, David. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the second half momentarily.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
After one half of play, Houston holding the upper hand after the first two quarters. They are in blowout territory, leading by 20. Kenny, what do you think?
They had a tremendous first half from the three-point line.
And that should...
And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. A fantastic game from Harden in this one.
He's done a fantastic job of finding open space to operate within the first few quarters.
You know what? It helped that they had a few guys with very hot hands on the perimeter, too.
And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead.
And, you know, guys, you look at the Rockets, they've been in the midst of a great championship window. A lot of teams have been trying to avoid going for titles against the Warriors. The Rockets have been in win-now mode, very aggressive in trying to get to the top.
Tucker and Capella are up front. Westbrook and Harden, the dynamite pair. They're the backcourt. And it's House, and at the 3, the small forward. They're the group for Mike D'Antoni starting the second half. That's good from Tucker. And Clark, you have to admire the Rockets for not shying away from the challenge of keeping up with a great team like Golden State.
Yeah, I have great respect for the Rockets, guys, because they've come as close as any team in the West to knocking off the Warriors. You know, they took them to a Game 7 and also had a chance in last season's playoffs when KD was injured. I think you've got to admire their competitive spirit and not backing down.
Right, you're right, Clark. And Redick kicks to Favors. The pass to Ball. Dishes it to Ingram. 6 to shoot. Shoots. Redick trying to get open. The offensive rebound. Favors can't get it to go.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
Yeah, you look across the board, it's actually sizing up, shaping up to be a great game. I mean, strong performances throughout, and they've really been strong on the glass.
Now, here's Ball. Guarded by Tucker. Stolen by Tucker. And here comes Harden, leading the fast break. Good. Nice assist from Westbrook. Westbrook's got his 3rd assist on the night.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
Really a prime example of the difference in how these teams have operated offensively. Much more individual play at the other end.
And Favors kicks to Ingram. Redick trying to get open. Here's Favors. And good work on the boards. They pick up the second chance points. Favors got his first basket of the night. Westbrook scanning the floor. And it's good. 2 points. Clark, I'm going to get a little detailed here, but in terms of footwork in the post, who really impresses you?
Well, there are a number of guys, Kevin. I mean, you think about it. Kevin Durant is a lethal scorer and does a lot of his work off the dribble and in transition on pull-up threes. But when he is a post-up threat, and he does get posted sometimes, his footwork is superb. Absolutely superb. Joel Embiid comes to mind. Big fella with feet of a ballerina. Jokic does a great job with his feet, not nearly as athletic as Embiid or Durant. And then I would put Kawhi Leonard outside of a big guy. I mean, he's not a big guy in terms of position, but boy, he is very efficient down in the low post when he gets it there.
Good names. Harden the pass to Westbrook. And another 3 for Houston.
Well, I like this execution coming out of the half. Solid. 3 for 4 from the field so far.
And here's Ball. He'll bring it up for the Pelicans. Well, we're into the 3rd quarter, just over 2.5 minutes played. And that's a foul. It's called encephalosha. That's his first foul. We've seen some ugly incidents last few years, Clark, between players and heckling fans. Can anything be done to fix it?
I think security in the arenas is important. Fans oftentimes that go across the line in interacting with players are usually fueled by alcohol. I don't know how you can control that element of it. The incidents are few and far between. We have seen a few more, but I still don't think it's an epidemic. But I think security, and then each team and each franchise should really be educational with its fans about what's acceptable behavior and what won't be tolerated. Well, he's cooking with grease. He's got things flaming up, looking for an opportunity every time down the floor when he's that hot.
Here's Hart. And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact. It's on Tyson Chandler. And after a promising rookie year for Josh Hart, Clark, last season a knee injury really held him back.
Yeah, and I love Josh Hart's game, guys. I mean, his season ended prematurely due to surgery on his patellar tendon. He's a smart, tough, versatile, winning player. And I think he's looking to get back to playing at that level and being healthy all season.
Take a break. 2 shots.
No good on the free throw. And 4 years at Villanova for Josh Hart. Won the title back in 2016.
He just makes winning plays, hits perimeter shots, and the 30th pick in 2017, he has been solid.
Gordon's checked in for the Rockets. And the second free throw, good.
You know, Hart helped Villanova win its second championship in school history. He was instrumental in that great championship run the Wildcats had back in 2016.
Yep, that one goes. Rivers has got 6.
Another bucket down low. They've been the aggressors, taking the ball inside and attacking at the rim.
You're exactly right. It's been all good at one end, and let's be diplomatic and just say not so good at the other end.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
And McLemore kicks to Rivers. Back to McLemore. A 3-ball. And again, it's the Rockets from deep.
Yeah, letting it rip. They're just having fun right now.
Yeah, offensively, they've just been rolling. Impossible to stop.
Pass to Hart. Okafor in the post. Chandler on him. Okafor gets the bucket. 6 points for him.
Boy, Hart is one of those guys you look at and you can just see the team is first with him. Never hesitates to find the open guy.
Rivers passes to Gordon. Here's Chandler, and Okafor with the block.
And the reach of Okafor cannot be understated. I mean, when he's around, he's very good at getting those big paws up quickly and batting shots away.
Rivers can't get it to go. The Pelicans have gone 3 of 8 so far in the third quarter, looking to lock in that rhythm. .102 left in the third quarter. And here is Okafor. He's got 6. Puts it up. And it hung on the rim, but wouldn't fall for him. A whole new cast of characters for the Pelicans. 3 promising first-round picks, Greg, and the young players acquired from the Lakers and veterans like Favors and Redick.
All of a sudden, a wealth of options for Alvin Gentry. Time will tell how they did in the AD trade, but seems like they're off to a nice start.
And he knocks down the first one.
Well, you know, guys, with the style of offense the Rockets play, they hear some criticism. They look for fouls, they want to draw fouls, and they shoot a ton of threes. No matter what the game situation is, they're jacking up threes. It does polarize some fans and purists who follow the game.
Both shots good from the stripe. Well, for New Orleans, shooting about 26% out there, they need to get a better look. Jackson dishes to Moore. Passes it to Hart, fires the 3, and he's good on the 3-ball. Hart's got his second basket of the night.
One of Hart's favorite shots there, guys. Excellent recognizing when he has the room to pull the trigger.
Pass to Capella. Shot and game clock separated by 5. And Tucker kicks to House. Back to Tucker. 5 to shoot. Here's McLemore. Can't connect from 13 feet out. And so it's the Houston Rockets rolling along with a 27-point lead as we wrap up the quarter. The scoring has been tremendous, and they are shooting lights out with very high accuracy. Right back after this break. And And now we have a moment to reveal our State Farm assist of the game.
Just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery?
And they'd love to see every possession end this way. True team basketball.
And there have been two very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. On the court for the Pelicans, getting the fourth quarter going, we've got Hayes. Jackson is out there with ball. And there's Etuan Moore. And it's Okafor in at the center, locking down the middle. Back to Ball. This one for 3. They get it back. Second shot opportunity. And it's Okafor getting it to go.
Boy, never giving up on the glass and getting an easy bucket as a result. Persistence paying off for Okafor.
Westbrook passes to Gordon. Pelicans pull it in. Okafor's got his 4th rebound in this one. To the inside. Hayes. Basket is good. He'll get a chance for one more at the line.
How about battling through the impact there and then willing that basketball in?
Boy, it does your heart good to see that kind of determination in a player. Really excellent focus that time.
And a chance for just a second now to check out the scoring breakdown for the Rockets.
Boy, their passing has been picturesque, a thing of beauty in both halves. More than a few of their baskets have come off assists.
Yeah, but also they haven't missed a beat in terms of their fast break game. That's been equally as effective all night long.
For 3, Gordon. It's rebounded by Derek Favors. Favors got his 6th rebound on the night.
And, you know, even though they're on top, they're winning. I mean, they could use more from him, trying to shut the door on this one. Ball against Westbrook.
Got a piece of it, and it's going to be out of bounds. The Pelicans will retain possession. And the Pelicans making a change here. Ingram's checked in. We've played just over 1 minute here in the fourth quarter. Westbrook with the steal. Over Ball. And he can't bank that one in. And here's Ball. He'll bring it up for New Orleans. Here in the fourth quarter, their defense has been very strong, allowing no baskets. Harden against Holiday.
A slight rebound advantage for them. One more column in their favor, and it's all adding up.
Well, you take a look at all of the stats, the team stats, that is, and that's one of the many areas that they've had the advantage. And as a result, they've got a big lead.
Ingram outside. And he's back in business as a jumper finally drops for him.
They are just killing them on the interior.
Yeah, you can't say that with enough emphasis. I mean, the defenders are just not being aggressive enough down low. You got to play with some physicality in the paint.
Timeout called, the Rockets. Do you think on average rookies are having a greater impact on their teams now than in decades past?
I really don't think so, Kevin. You can go back and look at the numbers historically. Every draft class usually has 6 to 10 rookies that have a significant impact on their respective teams. And of those 10, perhaps 10 or 12, maybe only a few are going to be on playoff teams just because of the nature of the draft. I don't really think that's changed tremendously over the decades.
Lock at 6. Holiday against Harden. Russell Westbrook with the rebound. Westbrook's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. And the dunk by Westbrook.
Man, I tell you what, one of the things I love about Westbrook is the ferocity with which he attacks the rack. When he's driving inside, he's trying to punish the defender and the basket.
Now here's Ingram. Defense right on him. Can't cash in on the 10-foot jumper. Rockets leading by 23. Here's Westbrook. Ball with the rebound. Ball's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. And the Pelicans miss again. Houston's gotten off to an 0 for 2 start from downtown here in the fourth quarter. Outside Westbrook. There's the triple. And it's Westbrook again missing. Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively for sure.
Holiday inside the line, and the Pelicans miss again.
You know, I wouldn't be surprised if he gets yanked soon. I mean, that's how bad his shot selection has been.
Harden scanning the floor. Harden draws the double, kicks to Capella, and there's the pass to Gordon. Fires from deep, and it's Russell Westbrook with the 3. Westbrook's got 5 points now this quarter.
And obviously his momentum from the last game has carried over here tonight.
And you know that's how it goes with him. I mean, his hot streaks, guys, don't last minutes. They last days.
Redick finds Ingram. And here's Favors. New Orleans needs to get off a shot. The deep 3 from Redick. But they recover it. Ingram. Solid play in the low block, and that one's good.
And one team is just completely outclassing the other tonight. Spirited performance, and it really ignited what is turning out to be a monster win here for Houston.
You know, it's tough to put your finger on the deciding factor in this one, but I'd say that the shooting accuracy made the difference.
Yeah, I think you're on point, Kevin. They got better looks, and that tends to lead to a better field goal percentage.
And it'll go down as their first official win of the new year.
They can chalk this one up, but these two teams will see plenty more of one another before the season's over.
And, Greg, we know familiarity breeds contempt. I would expect things to become more heated as these teams face each other going forward.
And as one might have guessed coming into this game, it was indeed another big game tonight for Russell Westbrook.
He was everywhere defensively, offensively. The effort we saw from him tonight, I think, was the difference.
Houston with a big group substitution here. Hartenstein, he's checked in for Capella. Anderson comes in for Daniel House. Clark, he's checked in for Eric Gordon. And it's Austin Rivers in for James Harden. He misses the free throw. And McLemore, he's checked in for the Rockets. He hits the second from the line.
He needed to convert on all of those. Missed opportunities at the line are the last thing they need right now.
Rivers scanning the floor. Pass to Hartenstein. Great pass to set up the lay-in.
Saw the opportunity to put this away and did not turn it down.
And, you know, this run shows what kind of attitude this team has. I mean, the win is there. Go get it.
Okafor, the pass to Alexander Walker. It's good.
Well, I tell you, when Okafor sees a wide-open teammate, he really zips the ball over to set him up for a clean look at the bucket.
Well, this one is winding down now. Houston can watch the clock run out. Now here's Rivers. He's guarded closely. So we see Houston taking the W here, and the outcome of this one was never in doubt.
And boy, they really put in a supreme effort. It just felt like once they had that lead and it was comfortable, they were not going to relinquish it.
It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Thanks a lot, Russell. The fans are loving it here tonight. What was your mindset coming into the game?
Just trying to come out and play our game. You know, we're a good team, especially at home, and did a good job of playing team ball tonight.
Great job in all aspects, Russell. Thanks a lot. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, David. Great interview once again. Well, folks, that's